So today we are going to start non-metal. So first we have to discuss what is non-metal basically. Okay. So in order to understand non-metal, we have to go through one example. Okay. The example is that we have chlorine atom. Suppose we have chlorine atom and we know chlorine have atomic number 17. Chlorine have atomic number 17. And if we are gonna write the electronic configuration for chlorine, that will be 2, 8 and 7. 2, 8 and 7. Then we have octet rule. Octet rule. Octet rule says in order to acquire stability or to become stable, every element must have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. But chlorine have only 7 electrons. But chlorine have only 7 electrons. That means chlorine had two options now. Whether chlorine is going to gain 1 electron or whether chlorine is going to lose 7 electron. Lose 7 electron or gain 1 electron. So what going to be easy for chlorine? To gain
So
1
gaining
electron
1 electron.
or to lose 7 electron?
Gaining 1 electron.
Yes,
1
to
electron.
gain 1 electron. So chlorine atom having atomic number 17 will going to gain 1 electron. Then total number of electron along with chlorine will be 18, and due to accepting of electron, chlorine acquires negative charge. So now it becomes ion. Now it is ion. Which ion? Negative ion. Okay. So any element having tendency to gain electron. Okay. Any element if having tendency to gain electron are called as non-metals. Understood? Definition is here now. See, we had derived the definition for the
Metals will lose
non-metal.
electrons, sir. Metals will lose electron. Non-metals
Okay.
will gain electron.
Yes. So now I'm going to write definition for non-metals, whatever we have understood on that basis. Okay. So elements having tendency to gain electrons, and when they will gain electron, they will form negative ion. Okay. So element having tendency to gain electron are called as non-metals. And they form negative charge. That means non-metals are electronegative in nature. So I'm writing here, and they form
anions.
negative ion. Negative ion is also called as anion.
Yes, sir.
Anion. Hence, and they form negative ions. Hence, non-metals are
Electronegative.
electronegative. Electronegative in nature. Okay, this is all about the non-metals. Now I'm going to write some examples so that you will understand clearly. So example that we have already gone through with, which is chlorine, we have fluorine, we have bromine, we have oxygen, we have nitrogen, etc. Okay, all these are non-metals. Okay, so now take a screenshot, then we are going to move further.
So 1 minute, sir.
Sir, return.
Everyone?
Yes, sir. I also.
So 1 minute. 1 minute, sir.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
You have to take a screenshot. After session you can write. If you are going to write now, it will take more time.
So
Done?
there are 7 non-metals known for means proper non-metals.
Non-metals, we have approximate 20,
22, sir.
18 or 19. Some of like metalloids are also they considered as metal. Yes, around 20
Sir,
we have.
but metalloids, halogens, they also come under non-metals. So can we say in proper there are 7, including hydrogen?
No, no, no. We have like we have total 90 metals out of
The
100.
carbon, nitrogen, oxygen.
Listen now. We have total 118 elements in our periodic table. Out of 118, we have 90 metals. We have 90 metals. We have 90 metals. 7 metalloids. Means total 97 we have count. So just means 21 we have non-metals.
Sir took a screenshot and wrote, sir.
Okay. So out of 118 elements, 90 elements are metals, 7 elements are metalloids, and 21 elements are non-metals. Okay. Everyone understood?
Just I took
Yes, sir.
screenshot, sir. Took
Okay.
screenshot.
So you have to write that also because it is very important. Done?
Yes, sir. Sir, that how many metals, non-metals, that also we have to write.
Yes, you have to write in this way out of, okay, let me write it for you.
Okay, sir.
We have 118 elements in our modern periodic table. Modern periodic table. Out of which 90 elements. First, 90 elements.
Someone is asking you to admit.
Wait. What's wrong with them? They are again rejoining.
Sir, I couldn't see the screen, so I rejoined.
Okay. So before leaving the screen, you had to, tell me that, sir, I am rejoining. So please allow, because when I am applying full screen, I am not getting any notification, beta.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Next time I will tell you.
Okay. So out of 118 elements of our modern periodic table, means total element we have 118. Okay. So out of 118 elements, 90 elements are metals. Then 7 elements are not like metalloids. And rest 21 elements. Okay. Is it 21? Yes, 21. So 21 elements are non-metals. Understood, beta? It is very important. Out of 118 elements, we have 90 elements are metal, 7 elements are metalloids, and 21 elements are non-metals. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay. Now take a screenshot, then we are going to move further through your notes.
Excuse me, sir, I have a doubt in the previous one.
In which part, beta?
When you were explaining non-metals.
Okay. So let me discuss one more time the definition of non-metal.
Sir, if on the outer shell it has 4 electrons, will it lose 4 electrons or will it gain?
See, those elements having valency 4, they may lose or they may gain or they may share electron. All three
They are
possibilities
like
are there.
metalloids.
हाँ बेटा.
Sir, means either they may lose or they may gain, means like metalloids.
No, like carbon generally used to share electron. Okay, so they are not.
Sir, what is
some are
share
gain.
electron?
हाँ बेटा.
Sir, what is sharing electrons?
Sharing, you don't know that covalent bond, ionic bond?
No, sir, they didn't teach us yet.
Okay, so you are in 8th
Yes,
class
sir,
now.
means when they form the alloys, they share, means some electrons are in common. They are of one element also and the other one also.
Okay, like we have carbon, which is non-metal, but silicon and gallium, they are metalloids, but tin and lead, they are metals having 4 valency. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if they will going to lose electron, then they are metals. If they are going to gain electron, then they are non-metals. If they are going to share electron, like silicon and gallium, they two elements, okay, they used to share electron. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I didn't understood about sharing electrons.
Sharing electron, I have not discussed about, sharing electron means, okay, let me explain you. You know covalent bond?
No, sir.
No, okay.
They have
Beta,
Okay.
what is your name? What is your name? Who has asked what is sharing of electron? What is your name?
Sir Pallav.
Pallav. Okay. One more student was asking about sharing of electron. Who's that?
Sir, even me, sir, Satvik, I also had a
Satvik. Okay, Satvik. Okay, we will require only two names. Okay. So suppose Pallav and Satvik are good friends. Okay, they are good friends. And when exams are coming over, then they need to buy one science book. Okay, and Pallav and Satvik, they used to stay away from the home, like like somewhere else outer away from the home. They used to stay on hostel. Okay, and from there they went to that bookstore in order to buy the science book. Okay, but Pallav having 50 rupees along with him, and Satvik also having 50 rupees along with him. But science book price was 100 rupees. Was 100 rupees. Now Pallav came to that bookstore and asked that book vendor to show science book. And he saw, oh, it's 100 rupees, but I am having only 50 rupees. Means I am not going to buy this book. Same time, Satvik also came on the same bookstore and he also asked for the same book called Science. And he also thought the same way. Oh, its rate is 100 rupees, but I am having only 50 rupees. Then what will supposed to do? So they were
they buy
friends.
one book
So
and they will share it.
listen na beta, listen na, explain me first. So they, they discuss their problem with each other and they form with the mutual concern that what we'll do, we will add 50 rupees of both, then together we will have 100 rupees. So can we do this like by using our 100 rupees, we can buy the science book, and both Pallav and Satvik are ready for that. So they bought the science book. Okay. And like Pallav used to study like 2 hours, then Satvik is going to study 2 hours. Like this, they started, reading science book. Okay. Means what they are doing? They are sharing that book with the mutual concern. Is it or not? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, have you understood the concept behind sharing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we are applying the same process over elements. Okay, suppose we have oxygen atom. Oxygen atom having 8 electrons. So its electronic configuration is 2 and 6. 2 and 6, is it?
Yes, sir.
So I am going to draw like outermost electron, because octet rule says in outermost electron at least 8 electron must be present in order to become stable. So I am going to write only the outermost electron around the oxygen atom. So here we have 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron, 4 electron, 5 electron and 6 electron. Okay, so like we have 6 electron of one oxygen atom. Then it is not stable. It is not stable. Why? Because it is having only 6 electrons. So what that oxygen atom will do, it is going to share 2 electron with another oxygen atom. So here we have different oxygen atom, another oxygen atom having same electronic configuration, like 2 electron in their outermost, like first shell, and 6 electron in their outermost shell. So this is the electronic configuration. Suppose this is the shell. This is the shell. Let me draw a whole structure. Don't worry. Let me draw the whole structure of oxygen atom.
Sir, Srihita is asking you to admit her in the meeting.
Okay. Why they are leaving again and again? Okay. So here we have, suppose oxygen have, it is a nucleus of the oxygen atom. It is nucleus, and nucleus having positively charged. Okay. And in first shell, 2 electron will come. So I am just writing like dot in order to represent the electron. And this is the second shell. Here 6 electrons are present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, it is the oxygen atom. Then we have another oxygen atom here. Okay, it is a positively charged nucleus. Then it is the first cell having 2 electron, and it is second cell having 6 electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 electron. Okay, so these two oxygen atom, this one and this one, this is the first one and it is the second one. So what they are doing, in order to become stable, they met with the mutual concern, like if they will share this electron with this oxygen atom, okay, and this electron with both the oxygen atom. Okay, this is the one pair and it is another pair. Okay, so now this oxygen atom, okay, I am writing with the red ink. I am asking about telling about this one. It is having 6 electron in outermost shell, its own electron. Okay, and these 2 electron of another oxygen atom will going to share with this oxygen atom. So we'll have 6 own and 2 are shared. So total will be 8. And about this oxygen atom, so this oxygen atom having 6 electron in outermost shell and 2 this share electron, they are going to revolve in this orbital as well as atom of this orbital also. Okay, so there another oxygen atom will having 6 own and 2 shared electrons. So total it is having also 8. So in order to become stable, these 2 oxygen atoms sharing 2 pair of electron. This is one pair, this is first pair, this is 1 and 1, 2 electron will become make the pair. So it is first pair and it is another pair, it is second pair. So oxygen, they are sharing 2 pair of electron to form that bond. Okay, and those bonds, they are found by sharing of electron, are called as covalent bond. They are called as covalent bond. Okay, so here in order to, yes beta,
Sir, do we need to write this all?
see, it is only to explain you about the sharing of electron. This
Okay,
you will
sir.
get in video also, so don't worry about it. Okay, so this is the way, in this way oxygen is going to present in our atmosphere in the form of O2. Okay, that's why we are writing oxygen as O2 in the gaseous form. Okay, because
Sir, means the molecular form of
yes,
oxygen is O2.
here 2 oxygen atom, they are bonded with each other by 2 covalent bond, means 2 electron pair sharing of electron. That's why they represent by 2 bond. Okay, so in this way, like this oxygen atom complete its octet and it is also going to complete its octet rule and they become stable. Okay beta, or हाँ bolo.
Sir, can't the two oxygen molecule combine, say, to get the 12 atomics?
No, beta. It is going to be like atomic. This is atomic fusion reaction, so it is not going with oxygen atom. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, they are not going to combine. They are going to bind with each other in order to complete. Like Satvik and Pallav, what they are doing, they have bond in order to complete their study. So they have shared 50 rupees, 50 rupees with each, and they bought the science book and they are sharing. In this way, these two electron also sharing electrons. Okay, like the first oxygen atom having 6 electron on its own and 2 electron which are shared by others. Okay, so total 8 electron will be present in their outermost shell and they become stable. Like hydrogen also. See, hydrogen having only 1 electron. So its electronic configuration is 1. So it is the hydrogen's nucleus and it is the first cell, and here only 1 electron is present in case of hydrogen. In another hydrogen atom, it is a nucleus and this is the first cell where 1 electron is present because hydrogen has atomic number 1 only. So that electron of hydrogen is going to revolve in this orbital as well as in orbital of another hydrogen atom like this. This electron is going to revolve like this. So means we can say that hydrogen atom have its own electron and this electron again going to revolve in this way in its orbital as well as orbital of another hydrogen atom. So its own 1 electron and shared 1 electron. So total 2 electron will present in first shell and hydrogen becomes stable. That's why we are writing hydrogen bond hydrogen. That hydrogen bond hydrogen means they have shared 1 pair of electron and we are representing hydrogen gas as H2 like this. Is it? So this is hydrogen atom or like molecule which is combining by forming covalent bond between 2 hydrogen atoms. Okay, that's why we used to represent hydrogen gas as H2. Okay, like nitrogen is also like it is represented by N2. Okay, understood everyone?
Sir,
Yes, beta.
sir, we listen that positive and negative charges attract each other. So, sir,
That
why don't the electrons not collide with the protons?
They are the different theories we have in chemistry, and chemistry is totally hypothetical. Okay, see, we have at the center of atom called nucleus and which is positively charged, is it? And electron
Yes,
they
sir.
revolve continuously around the nucleus in a fixed path. So if like if this electron is going to revolve, so it is going to lose energy because any object, if it performs motion, it loses energy. Whether you also, if you are going to perform motion like you are running or you are walking very fast, so you're gonna lose your energy. Likewise, electron is also going to lose their energy. So finally, that electron like revolve in this way around the nucleus and finally will get fall down into the nucleus. Okay, but it is not happens generally. Why? Because the amount of energy which is releases by the electron and again absorbs same amount of energy from the surrounding. That's why its energy remains constant. Okay, the energy of electron remains constant. That's why it is revolving in a fixed path. Okay, see, we have only 1 minute and our session is going to expire, so we have to rejoin again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, we have discussed only the basic part and we have not started our chapter yet, like non-metallic part yet. Chapter is very lengthy, we had to study. So after completion of the session, we had to go through that non-metallic part, okay?
Sir, it is very interesting.
Okay, okay, okay.
So you can explain if it is also 7:15 is also over, sir.
After 7:15, I am having another class, na beta?
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, you can take an extra class also.
Okay.